Hello QIIME users and welcome to the EC2 installation tutorial video. To set up your AWS Amazon account, go to the website http://aws.amazon.com. First, set up your account by clicking here. For now, you may wish to pause the video as setting up your AWS account may take some time. Once you have your AWS account configured, click on the Sign into AWS Management Console to log into your account. Once you've logged into your AWS Management Console, the first thing you want to do is click on the EC2 tab. Once the EC2 tab is loaded, you next want to click on Launch Instance. From this tab, you want to click on Community AMIs and then search for QIIME, QIIME. This search may take some time. Once the QIIME search comes up, you want to choose the EBS root device. Also, check for the latest version of QIIME, which is displayed here as 1.2.1. The advantages of using the EBS image is it allows you to pause or stop your image as well as save your current state. The next step is to click on Select for your current image. Initially, you want to select an availability zone. If you select no preference, a random zone will be assigned to you. This may not be advisable, as changing zones may increase your cost for data transfer between zones. Next, you should select an instance type based on the number of CPU cores and memory you need for your processing. For this demonstration, we're going to choose the instance type of large with 7.5 gigabytes of memory. Click on Continue. In the Instance Details page, generally you do not need to change any of the settings. If you wish a detailed performance report on your processes, you can click on the monitoring box. However, this will charge you additional money. For now, we're not going to select anything and merely continue. In this page, you can give your instance a meaningful name. In this case, we're going to use the name QIIME. And click on Continue. In this instance, we already have an existing key pair, but for the purpose of this demo, we're going to create a new one. Enter a new key name here. Okay. We have saved the key on the hard drive, which we will use later. On the next page, we're going to create a new security group, which will specify which ports will be open on your system. In this page, you can put in any name or description that you desire. The next component of opening ports is very important, as you cannot use your EC2 image without having ports open. In our case, we're going to use SSH and add this, and automatically it opens port 22, which is the default, which is the one we need. Continue. We have completed the setup, and now we are ready to launch. Close the next window and go to Instances. Once your instance is running, you want to click on your instance and search for the public IP address. The key file that we downloaded earlier is currently located in the Downloads folder on this computer. As you can see here, we need to change the permissions of this file to use it to connect. To do that, use the chmod command as listed here, chmod space 400 and the path to the key file. To connect, we need to use the SSH command as listed here. The command is SSH space -I space and a path to your key file, and then Ubuntu, UBUNTU at, and the DNS address as listed on the previous page. Press Enter to connect to your instance. It may ask you to confirm the fingerprint, so type in YES. It may take some time to connect, but soon you should be connected to your instance. Now we want to check the QIIME configuration by using the command print QIIME config space -t. This should tell you if everything is configured correctly. And so in this case, ran 26 tests, and all of them ran okay. If any test had failed, you would have gotten a message here, which would have indicated there's something wrong with the configuration. Now you can run all QIIME commands. If we'd had any failures in running print QIIME config, you'd want to terminate this instance and restart it, which we'll show you how to terminate later in this video. Now to describe uploading and downloading data to your EC2 image. To do this, we need to open a terminal and use the scp command. Listed here is a complete command to upload a file called fastafile.fna that's located on the desktop to the home directory of your EC2 instance. To fully describe this, you start out with the command scp space -i and the key file that we downloaded earlier, followed by the path to your FASTA file that's located on the desktop, and finally the path or the address of your instance, which is ubuntu at and the DNS server address that we copied earlier. These follow in the command :tilde/ tells it to copy it to your home directory. Now we're going to use SSH to connect to our instance and look at the file that we uploaded. As you can see, it's uploaded here. Now we're going to copy this file that we've uploaded to the instance back down to a local file in our system. To do this, use scp again with using the key file and the path to your instance, followed by : and a path to the file that we have uploaded, which is in this case fasta_file.fna. Finally, you specify your local path of where you want to save the file to. In this case, it'll save a file called fasta_file_2.fna on your desktop, which we will show here. Finally, we will describe how you can stop, restart, and terminate your instance. First, click on the instance, and then click on the Instance Actions button. From here, you have several options: stop, reboot, and terminate. If you stop an instance, this will save the instance in its current state. You will not be charged for running the instance, however, you still will be charged for any storage that's being used. Rebooting the instance can be used to essentially reboot the computer. So use this in case there's issues with software running. Finally, terminating instance will terminate the instance as described and delete any data that you currently have. Use this once you're done utilizing an instance, so you no longer will be charged for using it. Finally, to remove all volumes to ensure that you're not being charged for any storage, click on the Volumes button, select Volumes here, and detach these volumes. This may take some time, but once the volume has been disconnected, you can select the volume and then click on the Delete button to permanently remove it. This concludes our QIIME EC2 tutorial. Happy chiming!